A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir raheem. MashaAllah, la quwwata illa billahi aliyyul azim. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi aliyyul azim. So what we have from our SMC family inshaAllah related to these subjects inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Masjid, sajda.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, what makes the black stone Hajar al-Aswad holy? No man has built it.
I can't hear, I'm hearing myself.
We're not getting sound here, sir.
Oh hold on, we don't get any sound.
Testing.
Hello?
Testing, testing.
How come I hear myself echoing? So what's the problem now?
Testing, testing.
Oh, that's nice.
Can you hear Sayyidi? Testing.
Are we working now?
Testing. Does it work?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
You can hear me again. You can hear?
We can hear, yes.
Can't hear that. Yeah, we can't hear them.
I can hear you. It's like a call to Karachi. What's going on now? How come we can't get the two Western communication companies to work?
Testing, testing. Can you hear
Okay, bye bye. Can you say something? Test?
Testing, testing.
No.
Sayyidi, we love you.
Yeah, that's right. So there's just delay and feedback if we just use the…
Question, I need to see that. Yeah. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, yes.
I can hear you now.
Can you hear us?
Oh, yes, I hear you. Alhamdulillah.
I'm Sayyidi.
From laptop.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, what makes the black stone Hajar al-Aswad holy? No man has built it.
From paradise inshaAllah. Means a stone from paradise and its reality is an angel, and that… As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That angel takes account of everything happening, but more holy than that are the souls that occupy inside the Kaaba, which is the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. So this is what makes, and what makes that reality to be holy. Nothing of stones is going to be holy in comparison to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. So it tells the condition of a people when they're so eager to kiss a stone but they're not eager to kiss the Rawza Sharif of Prophet. And if somebody tells them in Medina, turn your back and pray with your back to Prophet, exactly how the Surah Munafiqeen described, they willingly do that. Why? Why did you want to kiss a stone but you don't want to face Sayyidina Muhammad? That's now, see, this is how we understand the disease of the nation. And they want to go to the plastered feet of Sayyidina Ibrahim. It's not his feet, it's 2 steps footprints in plaster, and they rub their shirt on it, they do everything. But again when they go to Madinatul Munawwara, where the presence, the physical presence of Sayyidina Muhammad is there, the one whom went for Isra'i wal Miraj and stepped into Qawba Qawsayni aw Adna. They spend 2 days there and 19 days at the Kaaba. So means in the condition of the nation is they lost the importance, they lost the secret, they lost the reality. That Allah's masjids, Allah's lights, Allah's secrets is in the heart of His servants. That's why sajda has a scene, has a secret. We said it's the pinnacle of salah. So when a servant goes into sujood and begins to talk to the Divinely Presence, they're the closest they can achieve to the Divinely Presence. That if they can see that as soon as they go in sujood their reality comes right, their reality from Divinely Presence comes right to where their face is, to greet them and to hear their prayers. Because your soul is always in Allah's presence, in the Divinely Presence. So there must be an immense secret in sujood and sajda, in which Allah then gave to us. Then the abode of sujood and sajdas is called masjid, but that seems to be lost now, right? It was the place in which the Muslims, is mim because they're Muhammadiyun, they gather to make sujood, because in their sujood there's a secret, there's a haqqaiq and a reality in which they're trying to achieve. If that becomes lost then these are buildings, no longer masjid, no longer the abode of sujood, just buildings. And that's what the point is. That's why from Rajab was the munafiqeen, the bells of munafiqeen ringing in the heavens, that they have sold the deen, they have sold the faith. Those whom head the faith are not from this faith, and they're trying as quick as possible to sell everything. And the caretakers of this faith are the tariqas. The soul of Islam is the tariqas, and anything without a soul is dead. So when the soul and the spirit of something leaves, it's a hollow carcass. What keeps Islam to be powered and to be the deen of Allah is that the soul of it is always alive and will remain alive to the Day of Judgment, and that's the tariqas, and they hold that reality. That's why you're seeing now that the tariqas can talk like this and teach these realities, not the external people. They don't even know what they're doing in these different places. That which is rewarding they avoid, that which is concerning they are running towards it. And that becomes the great confusion for people. When they hear these talks they think something's wrong, they think that we are idol worshippers, because we understood that the heart of God's servants is the house of Allah, and we are to enter into those hearts so that we can find Allah's Divinely lights and grace. And they're the ones whom enter into structures and begin to worship the structure. They elect themselves as Rais Jumhur, the supreme leader of the corner masjid. President, his cousin vice president, his other cousin supreme leader. And they travel back home and say, I'm president, he's vice president, he is supreme leader. So this is idolatry, that when you make something and you believe it to be holy, that which you fashioned through your 2 hands, and then you bow down into it. And the haqqaiq of this reality in masjid is, no, that which Allah built is holy. And Allah built yourself and myself. And Allah teaches for us that if you build your heart, purify your heart, bring these lights into your heart, because only your heart can carry these realities. Qalb al-mu'min baytullah. Only the heart can carry the realities that Allah want to put of lights and the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. No structure can carry that. These are the lights in the heart of a servant. وَلَقَدْ كَرَمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. So it becomes a truth that becomes very distant in these last days, thinking like, wow, we've never heard anything like this, what are you talking about? Because we're in a time of great ignorance. So before calamities come, then we're to be aware. Many buildings will go, Allah wasn't in them, don't worry. What's important is that to accompany these awliya who they specialize in masjid building. They build their jama'ah and the hearts of their students to become a masjid of Allah filled with the light and the love of Sayyidina Muhammad inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Please forgive me for bad adab. My father quoted a hadith where Prophet ﷺ said, if you don't go to the mosque your house should be burnt. How do I respond?
You don't go where?
If you don't go to the mosque.
If you don't go to the mosque your house should be burned? I don't know, I've never heard something like that. Allah also has in Qur'an that never step into a masjid whom the foundation is not built on truth, that it's not a Ahl Sunnah and it doesn't have the ashiqeen occupying. Allah warned, don't step in, because they had built a masjid in the time of Prophet and said, come to us, why you have to go there? And Allah said, don't step your foot into there because it's the abode of munafiqeen. So that's why this talk tonight, that the masjid of Allah is not buildings but it's the heart of the servant. And if you go into a building, musalla, where they want to gather and pray, but none of them are masjids. None of the people have that love in their heart. They have to have the reality of La ilaha illallah, and they have to have the dress and the akhlaq and the character of Muhammadun Rasulullah. Just like the masjid we said, when you enter into supposable masjid of Allah, the structure and everything you're entering in is for La ilaha illallah. All of the law inside of it must be based on Muhammadun Rasulullah, right? The condition of the Imam, the Imamiyya, everything is based on the Mimbar to Rasul, everything is based on Prophet. So now you go in, most of Muhammadun Rasulullah is not in there. They're not following even the way of Prophet, so difficult time. So anyone has problem they can tell, say, oh my house is a masjid of Allah, everywhere you prostrate is the direction of Allah, and I'm trying to make my heart to be a masjid for Allah, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, from your talk tonight, does this mean we're entering a time where the holy mosques may be destroyed?
What was that?
From your talk tonight, does this mean we are entering a time where the holy mosques may be destroyed?
Maybe, maybe. Many things will be destroyed. Already now if you look in the news, many structures in that region were destroyed. So when those servants are not there, then what you have are structures, and the structures by the nature of dunya will go. Build a masjid that's eternal, which is you, your heart, your soul, that you become walking masjid. that within you resides this love of Allah, love of Sayyidina Muhammad, and anywhere you make sujood is accepted by Allah. So then these masjids now become walking portable masjids everywhere. So this is a great difficulty coming onto the nation, and if they have a fixation based on structures they're going to be greatly disappointed, because now the kingdom of God comes, all structures will go, all that stands will be brought down, and all that will remain are the servants of Allah that remain upright with Allah's izzat and might, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullahi.
Forgive my bi-adabi. In the light of Hajj, isn't our tafakkur presence of Shaykh also a Hajj?
Is what? I don't hear them very well. Is the light of the tafakkur?
In the light of Hajj, isn't our meditation, tafakkur, presence of the Shaykh also a Hajj?
It's like a umrah. Where'd it go?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. It's like a umrah. So then the people of tafakkur, it's like an umrah in which they're visiting the reality of Prophet. I say check power.
We can hear.
Yeah.
We can hear you Sayyidi.
Okay, I can't see anything. The tafakkur and the whole process of tafakkur opens up many realities of entering into the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad and its haqqaiqs. The act of Hajj is mandatory at least one time in our lifetime to make the Hajj. So that's the Islamic law, there's nothing that takes that place. But to be in a continuous Hajj is every salah and every muraqabah, every tafakkur, every contemplation is a continuous pilgrimage to the Divinely Presence through the heart of Muhammadun Rasulullah. So it has a haqqaiq, so it has an immense reality. So we don't negate from what Allah has mandated, so we don't try to figure a clever way to be like those people. Is that what Allah ordered for us, mandatory, we make our Hajj. But anyone who makes their tafakkur and their contemplation and open to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, they are in a continuous pilgrimage to the Divinely Presence at a much higher level. That there's the Hajj towards the Kaaba and there's the Hajj towards Baytul Mahmur, and this is the more powerful pilgrimage, is to take our soul into the heart of Prophet and to go to the abode within the paradise realities and the oceans of paradise, which is the Muhammadan heart within the heavens. So these are all the haqqaiqs and the realities, but we never take away from the actual discipline and mandatory nature of performing the Hajj. But the haqqaiq and the reality of the Hajj is immense and is many different realities based on that, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi. As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, will Allah make all tall buildings to do sujood to the Kaaba in the end times?
What was that?
Will Allah make all tall buildings to do sujood to the Kaaba in the end times?
All tall buildings will make sujood? Everything will be brought down. Everything will be returned back to dust. All that is standing in a state of arrogance, because everything in the dunya now is thinking it's a one. But when the heavenly kingdom comes, what happens? There can't be two ones. So when the oneness of the Divinely Kingdom comes, by the nature of its presence it renders everything to be a nuqt, everything will be brought down. And all that will remain are the souls of the servants of Allah. So this is a immense time of Allah's ghadab and anger comes to the earth. That's why everything that being taught is based on good manners. Keep good manners, keep the good way, try to keep the umbrella of faith and good character. But you see how people are so inspired by shaitans that they want to burn themselves. There are people who log in every day to the live broadcast and spend so much energy in trying to be negative, as if they dousing themselves with gasoline and shaitan igniting them. This is a time in which to seek Allah's rahmah, to seek the love of Sayyidina Muhammad with good character and good examples. It's not the way of insanity, it's not the way of badness and bad character, it's the way of immense taqwa, that they have to have a consciousness of Allah and a sense of moral righteousness, that we have to do the right thing, the good thing, the proper thing, the careful thing, and never impeding upon somebody or breaking someone's heart, that we are here to purify and cleanse ourselves. So this has an immense reality, immense reality, and it's not existing but in a few. That Mawlana talks often and says that the shaykh is like your father, and it's easy to say something like that, at least for some people. They say the shaykh is like a father, but unfortunately some people have a very warped understanding of a father, that the prophetic symbol of a father is one whom loves all his sons, his children equally, and he pays no favour over one from the other. The father's duty is to raise the characteristics of his sons and magnify their good qualities so that they can achieve Allah's satisfaction.